Hi all, Shane here, IJN I57. Kind of over the worst of my head cold, so I said I'd do a quick inbox review. Something a little bit different, some maritime subjects. I do like naval topics, but I don't really model that much in them because, well, they are a very demanding skill set. But I picked up this to kind of help me get back into it because I do like submarines. So this is AFV CLUB's 358 scale Japanese Navy I58 submarine. These are some of the long-range subs that the Japanese Navy developed during the war. They would have a whole range of these, anything that could carry aircraft, midget submarines. They actually had some very advanced submarine designs, but they never really utilised them the way that the Kriegsmarine or the German Navy did. This particular type of sub has a single spotter plane. Now this is not to be mistaken with the sub with the internal hangar. That was a different behemoth altogether. But this is the pre-runner of that type of submarine, which the name of it actually escapes me at the moment. So let's see, so in the box we just have a nice bit of artwork depicting the sub on the surface. It's in Japanese and English, or Korean and English should I say, so it gives you some little stat about the kit, so new tooling, it says how great their detailing is. You can do a waterline or the full hull, which is nice. A pressurized hull is included for some reason, even though you can't really see it, but I suppose it's nice to have it there. And some nice photo-etched parts. On the side of the kit we have some CG CAD drawings, just showing off the lines of the ship, if you will, or the submarine, and some of the photo-etched details. So let's have a look and see what we get in the box. So you get actually quite a bit in this, considering it's only a submarine. So there we go. So we'll begin with the instructions first. So it's a good place to start, and we'll work our way through the kit. In my lap. Okay, so instruction booklet, kind of fold out type, a bit kind of weirdly done. That goes out in a big kind of scroll-like. How many steps are in this? It's not 11 steps, so it should be nice and quick. We even get a long lance torpedo that comes with it, even though I'm not sure we're going to put that, but still it's nice that it's included. We get a little bit of a historical update, or a little historical background to this. It's only literally a couple of lines. And then we have our colour callouts, which are in Gonzi or Gonzo Sangyo, or how it's called. Mr. Colour, Hobby Colour, and Mr. Colour Spray. We have Umbro, we have Revolve, and we have Life Colour. So we have a few different callouts there, which is pretty nice. Instructions seem pretty well laid out, as we expect from AFV CLUB. A single colour call out for 4 colours, dark green, dark grey, whole red and wood brown for the decking. And that's about it. We also have a very small parts list. Unfortunately, yeah, the parts are numbered on the sprues, but it is near impossible to see them. So yeah, but at least it's there anyway. Okay, so that's instructions, nothing too exciting there. We'll begin with the hull itself. So these are still wrapped in their plastic. Just only point removing them. So it's a 2-piece hull. So you can model this at sea if you wish. If you want to do a diorama, it would be cool maybe to model this alongside something like the Yamato or Musashi. So that'd be awesome actually, like to see the size comparison. Details are quite crisp actually, I have to say. No pin marks, no flashing that I can see. Raised detail lines and engraved, which is accurate because these would have been welded. So these are all the raised detail are welded lines, and then the deck is all engraved. So very nice. The guys who are the model making perfectionists amongst us may want to drill out the ballast ports for the saddle tanks if you wish. And this scale is a wash will do that. You make them look, you give them the depth you deserve. Again, detail the entire way around. Even the flooding ports for the saddle tanks or ballast tanks are actually included in the bottom. So yes, this is very, very nicely detailed. Very good stuff, good stuff. We'll look at the photo-etched later, or at the end. So we also have the pressurized hull, which it's a nice, it is a nice inclusion. Is it necessary? Maybe, maybe not. I built one of their U-boat type 7s, I think, or type 9s. I give it to my dad as a present. As he's ex-Navy, so he'd like all that. And it had the pressurized hull too. If I remember, once it's like mounted underneath the actual deck, you can't see it. But still, I imagine it's just a nice attention to detail. So pressurized hull, periscopes are very finely moulded, very delicate. Rudders are separate, so you could model them. You can articulate them if you wish. Same with the dive planes. We have 6 long lance torpedoes, which were weightless long-range torpedoes. Very lethal. Again, never really used their full destructive potential, which was probably a good thing for the Allied fleets in the Pacific. Here's our display stand if you wish to go full hull, which I'll probably do when I go around to building this. Again, I'm not seeing any pin marks. I'm not seeing anything really in the shape of flash. So very nice, considering the size of many of these parts is quite small. That is good. Then we have some clear parts for the aircraft, for the small float plane included. Geez, that's very nicely detailed. Including bombs, it actually comes with tiny, I think they're 500 pounders. Geez, that's tiny. So if you really wanted to, you could mask that canopy somehow. Don't ask me how, but yeah, there's a way if you wished. We have some smaller details for the top deck. I see the top of the conning tower here. Very, very fine details here. And again, no flash. Normally we expect with small parts like this you'll come across flash, but so far nothing. So, oh, okay. Yeah, wow, that is very, very nice. Okay, and then the final bag of sprues. So there's not that many parts in this actually. I don't even know this how many parts are in this kit. Just checking here. No, it doesn't actually say. And it's not giving me a year. This is a relatively new kit anyway. Final part, we have the conning tower. Very nicely detailed, with a bit of cast texture I see. Very nice. We have the number 1's targeting binoculars, if you will, that would sit on top of the conning tower, so that when they could fire from the surface, they look a bit overscaled. That is, in fact, it does look like them, but oh well. Then we have our name plaque in both Korean and in English, Japanese Navy sub I58. Small decal sheet with the red rising sun of the Imperial Japanese military. And then we get a pretty substantial etch sheet, which includes railings, I think they're radar dish or wire frames, the propeller for the aircraft. Wow, there's actually quite a bit in this. Very, very delicate stuff. I think there are plastic versions of these in the kit, so if you're not too comfortable with tiny Photo-etched, you could use that instead. I'll give this a go. I'll try with the Photo-etched. I believe with the Photo-etched with the German basket around the conning tower was an absolutely nightmare. So we'll try with this and see if I learned anything since. So that's the I-57 Imperial Japanese submarine. A very inclusive kit. They actually included quite a massive amount of detail in this model. There are certain things you're going to have to add yourself, like the rigging and what have you. But other than that, this model is good to go out of the box. Great value for money. I think this cost me €9 or €11. So anyone who's interested in Imperial Japanese naval subjects, or even just in submarine or naval subjects full stop, I'd highly recommend this kit. Would not recommend this to beginners, or at least a few. You want to be at least an intermediate going into touch this kit, because this will be challenging even for me just because of the Photo-etched. But still, a very nice kit, some beautiful detail in it, and it should look lovely on a plinth. So there we go. I'll be doing a few more naval topics in the future because I want to add a few more to my collection, and we'll be building this sometime quite soon, I hope. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, happy modelling, and watch out for those buses. Bye bye.